My name is David Jones. I'm a Marylander. I've lived and worked inside and around Baltimore all my life. I have a 4-year-old son. I absolutely agree that we're at a point where our country really needs to do something different. And I believe that Republicans are going to come into power, and I'm hoping that this time, unlike what the Democrats did when they came into power, our party represents America as a whole, so that we can get back on track. I mean, it's one thing to win as a party; it's another thing to win as a country. And I believe America could really use some winning right now. So I've stepped up. This is not my usual thing. I never wear suits. Jean and t-shirt guy. Like I said, I'm a carpenter. But I'm willing to don the suit and give it a shot. And I hope we have a great forum tonight, and you guys have a good idea of what we stand for. Because I think we all stand for you. Thank you. This is an interesting question. I think it's a little more in-depth than people realize. Money is interesting because it's based on faith. And you're right, there's nothing backing it up. And I don't believe we should go back to a gold or a silver standard. All that would do is concede to the world that we're not responsible enough to be the world's reserve currency. That would be terrible for the United States. Our interest rates, everything would be more expensive and go up. We would lose if we did such a thing. What we need to do is reinstate the value of our currency. We can do that, simple things. But going backwards is not the answer. It's a good thing that the United States dollar is the world's currency. And we should keep that. The world does not want to turn to China to be the keepers of the world's currency. They want America to do that. We have to be responsible. We have to lend value to our currency, and we'll be fine. Thank you. Like I said, I'm a carpenter. Not exactly, not anymore. I was working for people that were flipping houses. And that's not fun. I was working hard. But I noticed, I had my own business. I had my father and my friends working for me. And I noticed the value of homes compared to the materials it was taking to rebuild them, compared to what they were selling for. And I turned my birthday and I said, when is this going to crash? We figured 9 months. So that month, the guy came to fix my fridge. I said, are you guys hired? He said, yeah. I want to work for you. Because the only place where I'm going to have a job is working for people that rent apartments. They won't be selling houses or flipping houses. 9 months later, everything went to hell. And I looked into it, and a big part of it came in 2000. Bill Clinton signed this law on Christmas Eve, repealing Glass-Steagall. It was the Security and Exchange Modernization Act. Barack Obama was on TV not too long ago saying the reason nobody's been charged with this is because no laws were broken. Well, that was the law that kept people from doing this, and it still has not been reinstated. I'd love to speak more on this, but I'm out of time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having me here tonight. It is a pleasure to run for U.S. Senate. It's not something I thought I'd be doing last year. But as everybody's noticed, we're in a pretty tough time right now as Americans. I think it's because over the last decade or so, America has been losing. Now, over the last decade, we've had Republicans in office. And then we've had Democrats in office. The pendulum has swung. A lot of money has been spent. A lot has been accomplished, but not for us. I think we need to focus a lot more on America winning than on ourselves as Republicans win. If America wins, we will win. But what's been done is division. And it's been a solid division. Our leaders on both sides have divided us terribly. That's why this country is losing. My approach to this is less about reinforcing our stance as Republicans. I know where I stand as a Republican. I know how I'll argue in the Senate to put forth Republican ideas. But I think our number one goal, especially here in Maryland, should be putting forth the resolution after the argument. Come up with the resolution before we even get to it. Put it out there. Take the lead. That's what leadership is. I think that's the best way to beat Ben Cardin. And I'll do my best to put that out there as things go along on my website, DavidJones for Senate.com. Anyways, thank you so much for having me.